Good morning. My name is Courtney, and I am an alcoholic and addict. And today I wanted to share a little bit about my testimony. My favorite verses in the Bible are Lamentations 3:55 through 58. And they say, I called on your name, Lord, from the depths of the pit. You came near when I called you. You said, do not fear. You championed my cause, Lord. You redeemed my life. And my life is definitely one of redemption. In the middle of a Kansas cornfield 10 months ago today, I got down on my knees and I cried out to God. I surrendered everything to Him, finally ready to admit defeat over this disease, over this addiction that had taken absolutely everything from me. 7 years earlier, I had been a beloved wife, a beloved mother, an Army reservist, part-time nurse, Sunday school teacher, friend, sister, so many hats I wore that I was proud of. But as I was on my knees in the cornfield, I realized that now the only things I felt were fitting to call myself were junkie, addict, alcoholic, tweaker, things that I wasn't proud of. I had lost my children to DCF 3 years prior. I lost my freedom, definitely no longer an Army reservist, fighting for our nation's freedom. I had been in jail numerous times for different arrests. I could no longer call myself beloved wife. My husband of 12 years had divorced me after many attempts to get clean. So it was that time. And earlier in that day, something had happened, something that only could be explained by God. And on that day, I had just scored a bag of meth. I had walked into a Circle K gas station to do the meth. And as I walked in, there was a dad and two little boys that held the door for me. And one of the boys looked right at me and said to his dad, Dad, can we help this woman? She looks like she needs help. And as I looked into those boys' eyes, I saw my boys, my precious boys who were then 9 and 7, and saw what they were being robbed of. But I knew that the crazy thing was that those couldn't be my boys. My boys were in Florida, and I was in fact in Kansas. But something else that stuck out to me right then and there was that my daughter wasn't there, my 12-year-old daughter. And at that moment, I had this moment of clarity, window that God, the scales fell off my eyes, however you want to put it. And I heard a voice say, you're going to lose her. And at that moment, I knew that was not what was best. And I had this moment of clarity. So I went to the bathroom in the Circle K and I dumped that $100 worth of meth down the toilet and have been clean and serene ever since. I was as hopeless as they were. My parents and my family can definitely attest to the fact that if I can do it, anyone can do it. I have been to 12 rehabs, probably 20 different detoxes, but it was at the moment when I had no one, and everyone had lost hope in me, that I had to rely on the only one who never would lose hope in me, and that was Jesus. So I cried out to a God that was there, but I had never really known, despite my upbringing as a minister's daughter, going to church 3 to 4 times a week, being saturated with prayer and Bible every day of my life. I knew God as a God of punishment, as a God I needed to fear rather than serve in love. I served Him out of fear of hell. And I never developed a relationship with Him. So fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of not being good enough became the cornerstones on which I built my life upon. And fear drove every single major decision of my life for 39 years. And as I was in that cornfield, I cried and begged to God to allow me to serve Him and find Him for the God of love and not one of the God of fear. And in those 2 months, I'm happy to say, as my favorite verse says, that He has redeemed my life. He did answer my cry for help. And that has come through several different avenues, through Recovery Church, which I attend 3 nights a week, through sponsorship, through AA and NA, through service in my church. It's been a collaboration of things that have led to me finding redemption and love now. I'm happy now to call myself a beloved mother, a beloved daughter, a beloved sister, and a beloved child of God. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Thank you.